Hi there, this is Miss Hinkle, and our lesson is about using proper posture and technique when keyboarding. Hopefully, after watching this video and practicing some on your own tonight, you will be ready for our in-class activities tomorrow. The career and technical education standards and benchmarks include the ability to develop and apply keyboarding skills using current technology. The student will be able to do the three things. First, demonstrate proper alphabet keyboarding techniques using correct ergonomic habits. Second, demonstrate safety and respect for equipment and materials in lab. Third, demonstrate proper techniques for keyboarding while keeping fingers on home row keys. You may ask, why is it so important for you to learn keyboarding? Well, according to the Keyboarding Strategies Guide, keyboarding is now one of the fundamental life skills for today's technological age. Thus, it is important for all students. Keyboarding can be described as a computer literacy tool, a communication tool, and a productivity tool. Posture can be defined as the position a person holds their body when standing or sitting. Look at the two images in front of you. Notice that the two women are sitting perfectly straight and that their lower back is supported in both of the pictures. There are many benefits of good posture. First, it keeps the bones and joints in the correct alignment so that muscles are being used properly. Next, it helps decrease the abnormal wearing of joint surfaces. It also decreases the stress on the ligaments holding the joints of the spine together. It also prevents the spine from becoming fixed in abnormal positions. Next, it prevents fatigue because muscles are being used more efficiently, allowing the body to use less energy. It also prevents backache and muscular pain. Finally, it just contributes to a good appearance and looks better. Here is a checklist of the correct keyboarding posture that I want you to keep in mind as you are sitting at your computer, whether you're at home or at school. First, it is important to sit up straight. You want your lower back to be supported. Second, you want to keep your feet flat on the floor and make sure you do not cross your legs. Thirdly, you want to keep your wrists straight at all times. You don't want them resting on the desk, and you don't want them up in the air. They must pass a nickel test. In other words, if you were typing and you were to place a nickel on the backs of your hands and to keep that nickel balanced, you will know that you passed the nickel test. If the nickels fall off, then you know that your wrists are not aligned properly. Next, you want to sit a hand span between the keyboard and your belly button. And what that means is you want to open your hand up as wide as you can and be able to put your hand between your belly button and the edge of the keyboard. You always want to have a hand distance between the two of you. You don't want to sit too close. You don't want to sit too far away. Your body needs to also be centered in front of the J key. J is kind of like the center of the keyboard, so you want to be kind of in center of the keyboard as well. Your arms should form a perfect L shape or a 90-degree angle. They should be close by your side, not out or up or anything. They should be just next to you as well. You should also be eye level with the monitor, about 2 feet away from the monitor. Look at this picture. This is an example of good keyboarding posture. You'll notice that she's sitting up straight. Her lower back is supported. Her feet are flat on the floor. She's keeping her wrist straight. She's sitting a proper distance from the keyboard. She's also centered in front of the keyboard. Her arms make an L shape. You'll notice the 90-degree angle there. And she's sitting eye level with the monitor, which is about 2 feet away. Technique is a skillful or efficient way of doing or achieving something. Keyboarding techniques include keeping your fingers on home row at all times, using the appropriate pinky fingers to shift, keeping your fingers curved, making quick, snappy keystrokes, and using the right pinky for backspace and to press the Enter key. Why is correct technique so important for keyboarding? There are many reasons. These include it increases speed, increases accuracy, reduces the amount of time it takes to type letters, essays, reports, or whatever you are typing, reduces fatigue. It's just better for your health. It's necessary for your career. It increases focus, and you can edit as you type. Starting from the left and going to the right, the home row keys are A, S, D, F on your left hand, and J, K, L, semicolon on your right hand. Now it's your turn to practice proper posture and technique while keyboarding. Go to the following website listed, www.typing.com/typing lessons, and work through the lessons, maybe about 5 to 10 minutes just to get some practice. But most importantly, the idea is to use the proper posture and technique while typing. Don't worry about your speed, don't worry about the mistakes, just focus on your posture and your technique and be ready for tomorrow.